Today's video, we're going to cover how to drag a pose outside of the node boundary area, okay? And the reason, a lot of people run into this problem because, of course, they try to drag something outside if they have a club or a house. Try to drag something outside and they meet a bunch of challenges doing that. You end up putting it up on the side of the wall somewhere or something goofy of that nature. So I'm going to teach you today how to drag your poses outside of that boundary line. And we'll start right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is start off here in one of my rooms. You can open up one of your rooms as well. And we're going to take a pose. And in this case, what I'm going to do is take my little coffee machine thing here. Let me close all the rest of this down. You see my little coffee machine here. We're going to drag this thing outside. Now, why people ask, why would you need to drag something outside? Well, you might have an outside area. You know, you might decide to develop an outside area, you know, patio or whatever. So we're going to go right up here to our little mover tool, okay? Click on the hammer, go over here to where it says move, click on that. Going to go ahead just for the sake of moving things around. And here's what you have to do. Now, I've gone over this and how to move furniture before, and you do it the same way, okay? Now, you obviously know you can move furniture by going this way, and of course, then back this way, whatever the case. But there is a fine-tune tool, which is what allows us to move an object like this, for example, right up against the wall, and you do the same thing to move things outside of the boundary as well, okay? So we can see here that it goes right up against the wall, obviously. But you can also see that it goes through the wall. And if you keep moving it, and keep moving it, you'll be outside, okay? So it's just that simple. It's not difficult. There's nothing, I hope that answers the question. I think the question came from somebody in my comment section on one of my videos. And they want to know, well, how the heck do you do that? You know, how do you get, like, move it outside, a pose outside of some type? So that's exactly how you do it. So side to side is control plus your mouse back and forth, okay? Back and forth. If you want to move it up and down, if you notice, for example, like so many poses out there. Oh, and by the way, when you move stuff outside, understand that it may be on a different level. So you'll want to look at how far it is from the ground. You can do that by scrolling up next to yourself where your pose is at. And just hold, if you're on a laptop, you can hold your thumb down on the right keypad, okay? And then you can just take your finger from the bottom of the mouse area and kind of push it up towards the top of the mouse pad area. And you'll be able to lower yourself into the ground. So you can see if that's not quite right. And then you can bring it down by holding shift, holding your shift key down, and once again moving the mouse up and down. Now this happens to be pretty much right on. Now do remember something, and this applies to dances as well. When you're moving dances up and down, you'll want to make sure that you give a little bit of an allowance for women's shoes and feet and all that kind of stuff. Because when they put on their heels, which we love when they do, when they put on their heels, you have to remember, I'm on the wrong damn thing. You have to remember that their heels are going to go down through the floor like that. That's why a lot of times you'll see dances with the women's feet in the floor. And it's because the guy's feet will always be higher, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you have any other questions, please pose them. I'm sorry that it takes me a while sometimes to get to them. I got a gazillion other things going on in real. Plus, of course, my club, ladies and gents, has been just going through all sorts of chaos. You wouldn't know it from looking inside and coming to visit the club, but there is just a tremendous amount of chaos that goes into my clubs. So hope everybody has a wonderful day. Hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season, which is now almost upon us. And we'll see you in the next video. Ciao.